So, Political Compasses Summed Up, is an online test that places you in a grid where your political ideas most likely lined up in a spectrum from being economic left, or right, to how much you prefer personal freedom, versus being ruled. After seeing so many images of how others think certain characters, factions, or even the games themselves go under like some D&D alignment chart, I started to wonder what one based on types of gamers would be like. I found a few references to use and took heavy inspiration from what is known as the Bartles player types. I also ran into a roadblock as I could not figure out how to properly judge types of players on a scale of how authoritarian or libertarian they seem to be. So I come up with rules that would help make this work. For start, the libertarian players play the way they like to play and maybe break the rules. Meanwhile, the authoritarian players play the way the game was intended to be played and follow the rules as well as possibly enforcing them. For the other axis, players who are more right favor more player versus player interactions and or be a bit competitive. Players who are more left may favor more player versus environment interactions and possibly prefer to socialize. From that I came up with a bunch of types of gamers and outline where they would probably go on the new compass I made.
We will take Jerusalem!
So the auth-right players are pretty simple. They can range from players who causally play games that are competitive, to those who are very serious and care about their rank as well as where they are on the leaderboard. Also, I think that YouTubers and streamers tend to be competitive as well, but mostly towards the platform they are posting on.
Here comes the money!
Here we go!
The lib-right players, those who play how they like, but are still competitive, such as those who decide to grief and cheat. Although some may actually be players who instead of continuing the game, decide to hunt down collectibles, achievements, Easter eggs, etc. as well as trying to be the first to do so.
Right. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm.
Lib-left players would consist of those who freely roleplay, explore, socialize, are possibly furries, and sometimes go as far as perform erotic roleplay. Then we have modders who bring in their own content into the game for everyone to enjoy and pirates who give out free copied versions of a game.
What you want, 'cause a pirate is free, you are a pirate!
Auth-left players were hard to come up with, but here it is. Mainly consists with admins and moderators enforcing rules in a social setting. But let's not forget about roleplay servers. It's certain that in any game that have these, most would be very strict and contain a lot of rules to follow.
Boring!
Now finally, what we have left is the centrist gamers, usually those who are new to a game. But this can also include those whose play styles are very flexible, which makes up a majority of the gaming community. And that is what I have put together so far. I know I may have missed a few types or some may disagree with my choices, so I'm going to leave this template based on how I sorted each type, so you all can place where you think each type of gamer goes or base it on your friend's play style.